Hey everyone, sorry I haven't posted many videos recently. It's been kind of difficult with school. Now you may have noticed that we have had a change. This channel is now called The Third Wheel, and I have some exciting news. My family is moving to Mexico. So today in this video, I'm going to talk about how I feel about this big change, what we need to do to get ready for it, and what Mexico will be like. So, how am I feeling about this big move? I'm nervous but excited still. Um, but this isn't my first move. When I was about 5 or so, I went to Thailand with my family for 7 months. Then we came back to Australia and then went to Myanmar. Some of you might also know Myanmar as Burma. It's in Southeast Asia. We stayed there for 1.5 years. Then we went to England. So all in all, I've been to about 7 different countries, which is pretty cool. So it's only dawning on me now how close it is till we go. Like it's only 20 or so days at the time of recording, so it's about 2 full weeks, maybe 3. Um, but yeah, it's exciting. We're going to be staying in Mexico for 1 year, and then we're going to reassess our plans and see whether or not we like it and want to stay there for longer. Now we're going to talk about what we need to do to go to Mexico. Now, just as a bit of a warning for those of you who don't like talk about diseases, blood, or needles, that I'm going to display on a screen where you can skip to if you don't want to listen to it. Otherwise, it might actually help you learn some new things about it. In order to go to Mexico, I need to get a few vaccines first. The first vaccine I need is for the yellow fever disease. Now, yellow fever is a deadly disease that was given its name because in severe cases, it can make the eyes and skin yellow due to liver damage. Now, it's spread by mosquitoes who contract it by sucking the blood of monkeys and or other humans and delivering it to more humans. So it's not actually contagious, a mosquito has to deliver it. Now, the majority of yellow fever infections are mild and can include a fever, obviously, headache, muscle pain, joint pain, and nausea. However, in more severe cases, it can progress to a more toxic phase, leading to high fever, bleeding, shock, and organ failure. This severe form of yellow fever has a high mortality rate. However, between 1920 and 1923, the Mexican government successfully eradicated yellow fever from Mexico. So it's only countries like Peru that have it. Now, we're not getting it for Mexico, but if we want to holiday in countries that do have a risk of it, we want to have it. Thankfully, the vaccine prevents it and is for life, so you won't need to get multiple injections. The second vaccine I need is for tetanus, also known as lockjaw, which is caused by a bacteria that produces a toxin that affects the nervous system, leading to muscle stiffness and spasms. It is often associated with wounds that become contaminated with dirt, feces, or other substances containing the bacteria. Thankfully, the vaccine also prevents it and a booster shot is only recommended every 10 years. The final vaccine I need is for hepatitis A, or Hep A as some of you might call it. This one is highly contagious and can cause inflammation in the liver. It is caused by contaminated food or water. However, for this one, I need 2 doses of it and then I'm good to go. Now, just to let you know, because there was so much information, I have got a little bit of information off to the side just for me to look back at. Now that the vaccines are out of the way, let's move on to packing. Now, each family member has about 20 kilos of checked luggage, plus an extra 20 kilos for the entire family. And then we all have 7 kilos of hand luggage per person. So that's about, for the whole family, 101 kilos to move our life overseas. Now that might sound a lot, but once you figure out that you have to put a few clothes in there, shoes, socks, that sort of thing, you find out that you don't have as much room that you thought. Now, where we're going to be at an elevation of around 2,200 meters or 7,200 feet. So it'll be a bit chillier than here in Queensland. So we're gonna need some warm clothes, but warm clothes weigh more. So that's also a problem. We estimate that our clothes will take up approximately 50% of our luggage space. So for each person, we'll have approximately 10 kilos of clothes. Now, you also consider that you want to take some of your personal items, your computers and phones, and anything that you want to help you to just keep yourself from being bored. So that's quite a bit of stuff. Onto the country and area where we will be living. Mexico is a country full of rich history, culture, and food. Some of the notable cultures that influenced Mexico are the Mayan and Aztec civilizations, and also the Spanish conquistadors. The food is delicious though, with lots of tacos, guacamole, and salsa. We'll go over this in a future video. Now on to where we will be living. We will be living in San Cristobal de las Casas, which is in the state of Chiapas in Mexico. It's at an elevation of around 2,200 meters, so it's a bit cooler there. This town is also known as a Pueblos Magicos, which is also in English a magic town. Now, these towns are given these titles because they have significant cultural heritage, such as the magnificent colonial structures and culture there. And it's also around 70 kilometers from the Guatemalan border. So Guatemala is just down the road from us. Well, I hope you're as excited as our move as I am. I'll be posting more videos about it, and please consider subscribing and like if you want to hear more, and I'll see you next time. Bye.